Hey everybody, welcome to Animation Capstone. That's right, we made it to week 3, we're almost a quarter of the way through the course. A lot of cool things. So this week, we're going to talk a little bit more about the demo reels and just the introduction, title cards and end cards, and really getting into animating. We're going to talk a lot about different ways to animate and how to go about that. So don't worry about a discussion, no discussion this week. So I just want you to focus on your assignments and go from there. So do keep in mind we have lecture on Tuesday. Rubrics have been posted to the announcements. It's just one assignment this week. And that's just animating your title and end cards. So yeah, let's get into it and talk about it. So let's just take a look at reviewing motion graphics for film. So it's really interesting. Motion graphics is a broad term. It can cover any graphic element that employs animations. It's really interesting that motion graphics are employed in every media capable of supporting it, including like film, television, and the web largely depend on motion graphics to convey information and capture the audience. We also have to keep in mind that animation and motion graphics are neither interchangeable nor identical. They just kind of flow in like a parallel in a way. Now with motion graphics with film, it really just represents the history of motion. We've really just evolved it over time and how we've really built it. In the first film, still placards and title cards were used to record on camera. They're also used for titles and credits, much like how we're building our demo reel, but they're also used for dialogue and narration for the silent stories. Animation is just as popular live and action film, but far more laborious and expensive to create. Alfred Hitchcock was actually one of the first few to really utilize animation and motion graphics with his films with title cards. It's really cool. We even go further with like television, much like with like sports and newscasting. They use a ton of this. And it's kind of funny that the average American almost spends about 3 hours a day watching television. And with the invention of computer animation really just makes motion graphics significantly less expensive. And we tend to see that used a lot more for like news, commercials, sports center, a lot of different elements with that. And between programmings and advertisement, motion graphics are constantly competing every moment that somebody's watching. And every time, that's why it's like crucial, like when you have moments like Super Bowl, every advertisement picks out a certain area so they can like be seen. During those 3 or 4 hours, it really matters. And so the more text moves, the shorter and simpler the text has to be. So the less text there is that has to move, the more you can make it more dynamic. So that's really the considering about that. Now with web, same concept. It just represents the future of mass media. Web even goes further beyond and how we've even developed platforms and different concepts. In the beginning, it was just simple GIF animations were common, generally low resolution, very garish and effective, but Flash animation could be used. Now Flash has even gone out, and it's gone even further to much more like JavaScripts and much more interesting HTML code that's even gone further, like HTML5 and other different design programs. And because of this, we can develop even more custom animations and motion graphics to add even more to specific concepts beyond that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. We're going to get into motion graphics. We're going to talk a little bit more about each element and really just add styles and really create animations that work perfect for you for your title cards and end cards. So do keep in mind we have lecture on Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. Rubrics are posted. That's pretty much it. All right, everybody. Have a great week. See y'all on Tuesday, and take it easy. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.